Welcome in everyone. Oh jeez. Today we're playing Selene Apoptosis. No idea what that is, but we're playing this game, and already off the bat, the music is so unsettling. Yeah, that's oof. And it says that, and the fun thing about this game is that they had a streamer mode, so I turned on streamer mode. So hopefully, it will censor most of the things, and I won't violate TOS because this is supposedly a, pretty graphic game. Give me a sec. I just need to set some things up. But yeah, we're gonna be playing this. It's gonna be pretty interesting. Pretty scary. Real scary. Let me just pull up Twitch, sorry. 1 second. Dun 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 dun. Let me just grab this link. My HDR is fighting itself, so everything on my screen right now for some reason is getting really dark. It's because it's trying to process the game in the background as well. I gotta figure that out. So let me just send this over to a couple of places. Okay. Oh my gosh, jeez. I got something. Okay, why is it doing this? Stop doing this. I know you guys don't know what's going on, but something stupid is happening. Oh. Wait. No way that I'm echoing, am I? Good. No. I thought I was echoing because I heard my own stream. Okay. Sorry, I'm so unprofessional right now. It's because I'll be honest, I'm being really put off by this music, so oh, it's gonna be rough. Okay. Discount. Something about the piano though. So scary. Wait, why the fuck is there an echo? What the fuck? Wait. What the fuck? Is that an echo? Is it echoing? What the fuck? Why do I hear that on that end? What? Am I tripping, guys? Or do you guys hear that too? What the fuck? Whatever. I guess we'll fucking go with it. I don't know. It's tripping me out. Alright, well, without further ado, I guess we'll just get started. I'm just gonna assume the echo is something on my end. I don't know. But, in any case, let's start the game.
Okay.
The sound is driving him crazy. Monotonous. Welcome in, Tio. Tio Terra. Hell yeah, epic fans. Epic fans rise up. Okay, monotonous, muffled thuds were resonating throughout his head, with dull pain. The pain wasn't too strong, nothing unbearable. But that sound. More than anything else, he wanted the sound to just stop. Hell yeah. Thud. Nevertheless, the knocking sounds didn't end. He knew it well enough, because he himself was their origin. Thud. 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 Should I have done an onomatopoeia like a like that? Hell yeah. The nose of his slipper was hitting the rear of his desk over and over again, like a huge fluffy moth frantically ramming against the window glass. Did that scare you? He wanted plenty of things. He wanted to pay the rent in time this month, not to displease his landlady again. The landlord, the landlady. Yeah. He wanted to finish the script, at least in draft, because a draft is way better than nothing. Something one can work with. And he wanted to sleep. No, not quite that. The problem, a serious one, was that he didn't really want to sleep. He leaned back in his chair and rubbed his eyes, rubbed his shut eyes, pressing his eyeballs until dancing pale lights appeared. Of course, he took the sleeping pills. When a healthy 8 hours sleep gives way to a not so healthy 5-hour nap, then a 3-hour eyes shut break, and then goes away entirely. You stop thinking, how will this impact your liver? You just want to sleep. You need to sleep, especially if you have already taken an advance payment for the first part of a gig, and the goddamn text won't just write itself. However, if the text could, in fact, write itself somehow, he would probably lose his job. Why sleep when you can get caffeine? You're right. However, if the text could in fact write itself... Oh, I'm just reading. Stupid me. Alright. He didn't have any illusions in this regard. As soon as neural networks get smart enough, he and dozens of other ghostwriters will vanish into morning mist of a new era in literature. He didn't have much of a name or connections, only some skill and a knack to meet the deadlines for the most part. The client was content with this, and he was content with the pay. So everything went well until the bills started failing him. This time, the tick got too strong. His foot jerked and hit the board with a very noticeable pain. Seemed like he even heard his toes crack. Oh, Jesus. What happened? Oh, wait. Oh, it just tabbed out. So sorry. I scared myself. Oh, I'm a fool. I'm a foolish. Okay. Ooh. Shut up. You didn't see that. You didn't see that. You're the only one here right now. You didn't see that. Okay. Seemed like he even heard his toes crack. He muttered a short curse and rolled a chair away from his desk. Or from the desk. I keep doing that. Although he knew Now that his attention was not fixed on that blank text file, the tick should go away all by itself. It's funny how the consciousness is detached from the body. He often thought about it, especially while having insomnia. It's not like you're working as a team, but your partner starts pulling something. You seem to have common goals, but when all hell breaks loose, you're suddenly left alone with it, and your partner is more interested in watching the fire than fighting it. In the end, you have no idea what's on his mind. Well, at least there won't be any more knocking. Good. Clipping? Crazy! That's crazy. Oh, fuck. And when a small window in the far side of the room flashed white for a moment. A storm? Now he thought about it. The day was hot. The viscous, stagnant air still filled the room. This, and the barely audible squeak of an overheated network filter. He became sensitive to such things when he couldn't sleep for a long time. Made the entire room seem to vibrate a little. Ooh, vibrate. Bzz, bzz, bzz. Super wet in there, yes. Moist. Like a cocoon that's about to be hatched. About to be hatched? I'm stupid. Oh my god. Don't clip that. Don't clip that. I'm sorry. I can't read. Okay. Actually, that did sound like a good line. He rolled back to the table and was about to write that thought down and paused over the keyboard. He remembered the individual words and the general idea, but the sentence had already slipped away. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Woo! White light, guys. White light. This time, the white light seemed to fill the entire room. Then thunder followed, resembling a low gut roar of something large and famished. Good Lord. He called to God way too often for someone who never goes to church. Okay, well, let's clarify here. You don't have to go to church to have God, alright? God lives in us, alright? Alright, let's be real with that one. Super wet in there. Fuck, I did say that, didn't I? Oh, no! Oh, God. Let me take a sip of water. Gotta hydrate when I'm talking so much. Just a habit he inherited from his mother. A furious patter of raindrops pounded on his window. There's no way he can work like this. Not now. But maybe it's for the best. Since he was a little boy, he slept well during storms. Had to seize the moment. He groped for a packer of sleeping pills, popped the pills into his mouth, and opened the window to hear the steady patter of the rain. Then he went to the bed, and collapsed on top of the bed sheets, his clothes still on. Ooh, okay. You could tell by the sound the water had flooded the windowsill and was trickling down on the floor. To the floor. He decided that was a small price to pay. He felt a pleasant chill of cloth beneath his cheek. The wavering haze was gradually fading from the room. Yet, the sleep did not come. He tried to take off his shoes, change position, take a pillow, cover himself, throw the pillow away to the other side of the room. Nothing helped. He just laid there with his eyes closed and thought, and through his closed eyelids felt heavy. He knew it was an illusion. Live in us, eh?
Shut it, you.
All in vain. He's not sleeping. He can't sleep. Ooh, shit, okay. Alright. At first, he thought he was imagining things. Sometimes, the knocking paused, but it never stopped completely. The sound came from above. No! How did I fuck that up? Above, where's my brain? Opposite day. I'm on opposite day today, guys. Fucking Jesus. All right, the sound came from below, from the first floor. Someone was banging insistently on the door, and with each thud, he could feel the rage building up like a tight knot of pain around his stomach. He is trying to sleep. Is it really that hard to just leave a man alone? At least at night. At least in the house that he pays for, specifically so that nobody would bother him. To the window, to the wall, when the sweat dripped down my balls. Oh, y'all, yeah. He opened his eyes, sprang to his feet, and ran downstairs. Something was boiling inside of him. Halfway to the door, he took a turn to the cupboard and pulled out an old baseball bat. He wasn't likely to use it. He asked himself if he would, as he reached for the door's handle. No, he certainly wouldn't, but he's angry, and he wants the night guest to learn it. What the hell? The rain was still pouring, or rather, it was actually getting stronger. As his mother would say, the floodgates of heaven tore open. His mother used to say a lot of things. That was on the list of reasons why he had to rent this overpriced house where anyone could start banging on the door in the middle of the night. A cat, for example.
Nico, Nico, nee.
Yeah. What the hell? Yo, what? He said it again, this time aloud. What the hell? A cat? That's not a cat. That's definitely not a cat, man. A cat was standing on his porch. Is that a woman? Yeah. Oh my god.
I'm getting nervous. Oh shit.
Alright, she looked like a purebred British short hair. Okay, in all respects, except for the color. Yeah, no, except for everything, I guess. But I mean, maybe we're in a different world where we're all furries. Aside from this, which actually is where I'm from, so this kind of makes sense. But it's just weird to see in your world. Okay, aside from the smoky gray head, it seems as if she dropped into a vat of white paint, while her lower part was dipped into a black one. Where's the white? I don't see the white. Oh, I do see the white. How you doing? How you doing, Chancer? It's been a while. Now they're a rare species. Possibly. Wet fur clung to her small, rather skinny body, dripping with water. The cat would have probably slipped into the house as soon as the door opened, but instead, she froze, as if waiting for the host to say something. Chat? I mean, don't let her in. You sure? Let her in. Okay. She's a vampire. Well, it's okay. I don't know. She's kind of cute. She's kind of cute though, you know. Okay. Both you guys play rock paper scissors. Chancer versus TU. throw up anything. Just rock or paper, real fast. 3, 2, 1, and go. I ain't even gonna look at chat right now. You guys figure it out real quick. I'm gonna turn around. All right. To, you gotta select it. You can't look at his. That's cheating if you saw it. Fuck, you're slow. God damn it. All right, you know what? For that, Chancer wins. All right, fuck off. Get out of here. It will be raining again soon. Okay. Wait, what? Oh? Eh? Okay. Tio, we win. We get the woman. It was cold outside. Much colder than one might think. He didn't feel angry anymore. All right. Come in. He stepped aside, freeing the doorway. The cat didn't move. So, you don't want to? Huh? He was about to say fine then. Close the door, go back to the second floor, and lie in the suffocating half-sleep until morning. But he realized what was wrong. The bat. He threw it away, aiming for the sofa but missed. The bat clattered on the floorboards. Oh, okay, what's happening here? Why is she getting so close, man? Chancer, maybe this is why you don't get meow. Just kidding. That's just a joke. She's not a vampire. She can't be a vampire. No. Okay, the cat followed into the darkness with her round yellow eyes. The sounds didn't frighten her. He sighed. I won't hurt you. Come in if you want. The cat raised her eyes at him. For the first time, he actually saw, and couldn't help admiring, how big and yellow they were. The cat's pupils were also large and incredibly round, like 2 full moons in an eclipse. Just, the meow's crazy. I shall have you know, girls come to me. I don't doubt it. You must be a complete meow magnet. Okay. Just as he was about to close the door for the second time, the cat murmured something and fluttered into the house, butting him with her wet head as she passed by. Ooh, reading's hard, eh? Danced in a cage before, huh? Willingly? He smiled. Strictly speaking, at this very moment, his line had ended. If the landlady found out, and he was sure she would, he'd have to look for a new place to live. Yes. Nice. There are plenty of lonely, bored seniors in the neighborhood, he thought. And they only have 2 hobbies, observing and reporting. The subject and the recipient aren't that important. Well, it's fine. Maybe he'd leave the suburbs. Maybe he'd move to an apartment, since him getting privacy didn't work out anyway. The rain was getting stronger still. He closed the door. The cat explored the house with cautious curiosity, stopping by different objects as if trying to understand their purpose. Watching that was amusing. So amusing, he even forgot about the stain. When he remembered, it was already spread out, a dark spot of water in the place where the cat clung to him. I'm more concerned about how willing we were to just let her in. Did you not see me try, Chancer? We tried 2 times to say no, and it just wouldn't let us. Okay? It's the game.
Don't hit the player, hit the game, okay? Shit, man.
But woman, exactly. I love you guys. In the place where the cat clung to him, he pulled the wet cloth away from the body and stared at it blankly for a moment, then almost groaned aloud. The cat was soaked, so she probably got a lot of dirt in the house. He decided not to turn on the light. He had enough disappointment for the night. Instead, he went to get a towel. All right, come here. The cat turned her head to the voice in frozen place. She was examining the TV, a lifeless black mirror of a plasma panel in a lacquer frame that he hadn't even touched since moving in. In the reflection, the cat herself looked black. Black? What do you mean? She white as fuck. She gave him a long, appraising look, and then, with a sudden eagerness, trotted towards him. Deftly avoiding the obstacles. How do you say that word? What the fuck? Throws jacket onto her? Oh yeah. Can she get a towel already? He was surprised. Maybe the cat decided he was more interesting than the TV. Or maybe she acted out of respect for her host's will. Anyway, he felt grateful. Finally, someone he could actually negotiate with. Negotiate with a cat? That seems pretty interesting. Suddenly, he thought how nice it would be to crawl under the blanket with a warm ball of fur. It would surely have helped him fall asleep. As a child, he had a cat. Gray, huge, brash, immensely ugly, and equally beloved. I want 3 rats per day, no more, no less. Hey, put her to work, you know what I'm saying? She ain't staying here for free. He often fell asleep, hugging him. The cat's name was Timo, and he faded into a June night many years ago. The cat bumped her wet hand against him once more. He thought that cats usually shake off the water themselves. Oh shit! Fuck, I missed that part. Usually something, I forgot. Hey, easy there. You're all wet. The cat looked up at him with her moon-shaped eyes and murmured something again. Do something about it then. He smiled and got to work. Did the fucking cat say that? Shoo! Wet. He had to squeeze the fur thoroughly, so the towel soon turned into a wet rag. Should he... Ooh, okay, chat. Should we bathe the cat, or it doesn't matter? I think we should bathe the cat. Right? Bathing the cat seems like a good, you know. I mean, she's already in the house. What? She's not a cat. I mean, you know. I don't know. I'm just waiting for input here, guys. If we have to give her a bath every day, then we lose out on free time. But isn't that like spending quality time with someone though? She's okay. Well, she is a cat though. But I don't want a stinky cat walking around. You know what I'm saying? Deal? What do you think? I think it does matter. I think I feel like it. That's the thing about it, right? It's like you don't want that cat to be dirty. I mean, we're already depressed as it is. It's the character is, at least. All right, I'm gonna count down. Bathe the cat, hygiene matters, girls. Girls smell so bad that neighbors be complaining. All right, then. Okay, we're bathing the fucking cat. That won't do. I'll give you a bath. As he carried her into the bathroom, the cat stayed still in his arms, a warm and incredibly light body pressed against his chest. He was expecting the cat to bring out his claws any moment. Maybe as he opens the door. Now? Or as he turns the light on? Maybe this time? But nothing happened. The cat glanced around the new room and looked at him again, with her intelligent, almost human-like gaze. Dude, she is a human! Alright, wait, why is the bath the only place with lights in this day apartment? I think it's you know, you assume that the lights are on already. Really gotta fix the light switch. Not a single muscle in her body, small body, moved. She was curious, and that's about it. She trusts me. He was about to ask her if she knows where they were, and what was going to happen next. But that was just too much. So, it shouldn't be very difficult. The two of us can manage this. What do you think? He read somewhere a cat should get used to the new surroundings before bathing. Fear is born out of the unknown. And in that regard, people haven't gone too far from cats. New scents, unfamiliar objects, and the splashing of water. These are just shadows under the bed that will fall back if you get a better look at them. He carefully put the cat on the floor. She looked around. She looked around the room again and returned her questioning eyes to him. It seemed like she got comfortable enough. She turned on the water in the shower, or he turned on the water in the shower, and felt a gentle touch. The cat was already loitering around his feet. You think he's blind? He's delusional. He's trying to decorate his place crazy. Damn, start roasting this guy. He's a poor guy. He's already like super depressed. She was curious indeed. The shower isn't so bad as compared to the rain, is it? The joke came out a little awkward. He felt embarrassed, and he didn't even know why. What? Guys? Oh, fuck. Okay, good thing I good thing, okay, if you, for all those that are joining us now, there is a streamer option. So good thing they had a streamer option, because I'm pretty sure this, yeah, she's just a cat. She's bathing. She don't need a towel. She's gonna get a towel. Maybe it was because of how the water glistened on her skin, or how she was looking at him from under half-lowered lashes. She was actually watching. He met her eyes, and each time felt shame burn through him. But that shame was thick and sweet. He was a little dizzy. His hand slid over her smooth, wet skin, and each time he would ask himself, was it really necessary? Then he would feel her eyes on him, and his thoughts would melt, running down her thighs with the lather disappearing between her neat toes. This is very sensual for no reason. What the fuck? The The bathroom shimmered, molten, bright, pulsating with light or darkness. He felt he was losing his balance, and pulled his hand away. But she returned and pressed it to the wet, hot skin, covered in a soapy veil. Oh, okay, what the Yo, what is happening? She guided it. He knew it, she's a vampire. Garlic. Not in my... One nipple, two nipple, 3 nipple. Oh, hell no. Shout out to Family Guy for that one. Oh shit, I didn't read it. Okay, well you guys probably saw it. Okay. The cat was napping peacefully in his arms. He absently ran his hand down the cat's wet back, tracing the bumps of her spine with his fingers. Should I get you some food? Let me see what I have. He got up. With just a tad bit difficulty. Nothing he couldn't handle. Still, his body felt unusually heavy and unwieldy. He had to give the cat something to eat. He will lie down afterwards, and then, hell, maybe he'll even fall asleep. Maybe he should have gotten a cat from much earlier. A ball of fur with a pair of moon eyes with a velvety voice that you can always negotiate with. Okay, here's the theory here now. I think this guy's obviously delusional as fuck. He probably kidnapped this person. I'm pretty sure this is what's happening. I'm just calling it now. And that's about it. That's kind of funny. He could have avoided all that suffering if only he had a cat. Plot twist, a serial killer. Ooh. Okay, it's not super dirty. The kitchen blurred before his eyes. He got to the refrigerator and opened it, squinting from the light and leaning on the door way harder than he was supposed to. If the landlady was around at the time, she would have told him exactly so. Don't lean on the door, fucking lady. After all, this is her house and her refrigerator, and everything should be neat and tidy in case she has to move new tenants in. Perhaps the landlady would have even warned him about the milk. The milk? Oh. Well, I mean, not again. Well, I mean, who else but a serial killer keeps lights off? Yeah, wouldn't you want to have a little bit of some light in the fucking house? Gee whiz. True. We got some plain sense style too. Look at those walls. I'm pretty sure they're in Japan or something, so it's like everything's kind of like, you get what you pay for. Let's get the town priest. Crazy. Okay. The milk itself was completely harmless. Unless, of course, you were allergic to lactose. Ooh. Sucks. That's the true horror about this game. Fucking lactose intolerance, bro. Shit. Killed the witch. Cleanse the town. Okay, what matters is the bottle. Bottles, much like the cats, can vary greatly, but this particular one was made of glass. If only the landlady was here, she would probably have told him not to touch the bottle, because she's falling on the floor, and the bottle might break, and the milk will spill, and he will have nothing to feed the nice cat he found. Or rather, it was her who found him, and very timely because he was lying on the floor. He had been lying there for some time. It would have been lying still if He hadn't felt the light touch of something hot and rough on his cheek. It was almost like a dream, although, of course, comparing sleep with fainting isn't quite correct. No matter how much you look at it, the floor beneath him was surprisingly hard, cold, and wet. It felt all of those three qualities clearly he felt all of those three qualities clearly and was afraid to imagine what would happen if he tried to move. But he had to move, one way or another. At least, to see what's up. Because something hot and rough was still sliding up his cheek, gradually creeping into his ear. He felt a warm breath, and then a cautious bite. Oh, what? Ah! He jumped on the spot. Dude, you probably were right, Chancer. Oh, shit. A shadow rushed to the side, and then calmly began to lap milk from the puddle. Oh. Okay. I don't think she's a vampire. She's definitely a kid of vampire. What? Okay. What is this? Okay, you know what? Where's the horror element? When is it gonna happen? The cat. What are you doing? The cat looked at him briefly and licked her lips. Oh, she speaks! My. Whoa. Yo, okay. Alright. Well, you're right. I let you down, and I had to get my punishment. I let myself down too. Good Lord. Now there's cleaning to do until the next Advent, like his mother would have said. I'll go get a rag. Stay there. Don't ruin what's left of the kitchen while I'm gone. The cat watched him go with a skeptical look. Oh no, Japanese. Oh? Whoa. When he returned with the bucket, the cat was gone. Oh shit, okay. Wait. Hey! Hey. How to bake? What? What are we baking? What are we baking? In the kitchen, something exciting is happening. Take blank. You'll need a blade. Did you take the pills? Stretched out the entrails? The Egyptians widely used honey for embalming and preserving food. Later, their recipes were adopted by the Greeks. Also, add a teaspoon of apricot jam and walnut and a little cinnamon. Before baking, put a teaspoon of butter top of the microwave for 5 to 7 minutes at full power. Don't listen to them scream. Don't listen to them scream. Bon appetit. Holy shit, okay. Yeah, I guess we're doing this. The next time he saw her was in a few days, or maybe a week. He always had a bad sense of time, especially when he was immersed in his work. He couldn't sleep, but at least he was making some progress with the script. It was a narrative game project, as the customers called it, but actually meant do whatever you have to finish on time. Okay, finish it on time. else forget about the payment. And so he did. Although he was resentful, and that got in the way a lot, the reason of those feelings was the cat. He knew how stupid that was, but he couldn't help it. He forgave her for the bite almost immediately. That wasn't the thing. Cannibal, maybe we're cannibals, we don't know, who knows? He was bitter about how the cat ran away, despite him trying his best to take care of her. He was nowhere to be found in the house, so he immediately thought about the open window on the second floor. Maybe he should have closed it. He dwelled on that thought for a while. He even approached the window at some point, but in the end he decided not to do anything about it. Just add some seasoning, then we good. Hey, what's your favorite seasoning for that good meat though? That head meat, dude. Because we guess we're putting heads in fucking microwaves. He was hoping, and there was no shame in that. It's not the same as what? Oh, wow, okay. He was hoping the cat would come back. And she did. He had just settled himself on a sofa with some book. Okay. Some was the word, as he couldn't remember a thing from the cover, even though he read the title several times. The symbols were floating before his eyes, and of course, you couldn't make out a word. No wonder, considering he didn't sleep at all. When you think about it, it was surprising he could write in this state. Either way, he was barely following the book, so he wasn't upset at all when a fluffy head butted his hand. Hey, I'm trying to read here. Should have used the smoker. Okay. What does it matter anyway? Whoa, okay. Gotta make it juicy though, yeah? Shit. Okay. You want me to scratch? I'll scratch you. Oh! Look, pet the cat! I complied! I got an achievement. You were absent for so long. I thought you won't be back. What? There's a big difference between expectation and hopes. He had learned that well. Why did you leave? She's using the magic. She's using the magic! Call the church! Call the church! Did I do anything wrong? The cat stays silent. Ooh. She's using her magic. And I don't know how bad this is gonna get, guys. Forget the priest. Forget the pitchforks. We're mobbing! Alright, Chad, which one? Be happy? Should we be happy now? Yeah? Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. We're going with it. Alright. Doesn't matter that much. It doesn't matter that much. I'm happy to have you back. After all, there was no point in his grudge from the start. Nobody gains anything by holding on to small grudges and staying blind to what they really feel. He wouldn't have won anything. It's not a damn lottery. The cat rubbed against his arm again. He put the book down and gently placed her on his lap. The locket around her neck, unexpectedly cold, touched his skin. Then he got a hunch. Did you go home? Well, someone must be caring about you if they put that collar on. No, I don't think cats just suddenly get necklaces, lady. This time, it was him who stayed silent. The cat buried her head in his stomach. Want me to take it off? Hey, yo! Alright! Getting somewhere now. Okay. He nodded, because if you think about it, that really was a reasonable choice. The cat's fur was thick and smooth, very pleasant to the touch. He wanted to bury his face in it, find out what it smelled like. What she smelled like. Smells like. Do you have a name? Fair enough. And what's yours? The cat looked at him carefully with her bright yellow eyes, as if saying, take a guess. But she didn't actually say anything. On her locket there was a small engraving, a crescent moon that was dimly shining in the pale light coming out of the window. Selene. The cat looked up at him, and her pupils flickered into 2 full moons in an eclipse. Then she rubbed against his arm one last time. He stood up, stretching, arching her back. Don't close the window on the 2nd floor. I won't. She left, but the name stayed with him, in and around the house. This is getting interesting. My gremlins. Gremlins and gremlings. Okay, Selene. So, hum the glass, white in the moonlight. So whispered the long shadows of the branches outside the window. Focus on the name. Doesn't matter. Focus on the name. It doesn't matter. Focus on the name. It doesn't matter. Which one are you choosing? Name. Okay. The name. Chancer, do you object? Do we have objections? Make yours. Cat has a name. Ouch. Why is it an ouch? Yeah, I guess it makes it more. What is Selene? For some reason, the question bothered him. He vaguely remembered it had something to do with the mythology. Such things never really caught his interest, but fortunately he knew someone who could turn to. Can't read.
Women ain't good at reading, alright? Alright, this way.
She already taken its thing. Oh, what's happening? Huh? Huh? Eh? Wait, discover alter POV. Yo, who are you? Wait, okay. You know I can't stand them. You know it's me. We'll have to take care of you all. After all, you're basically living in that office. Or in the office. Ethan never liked cats. And the dogs too. Not much of a difference. He didn't like the very idea of keeping a predator at home. Even a small one. He wouldn't quite explain why. Hope sighed. She closed the tab with the Cateries? Yeah, Cateries website and slapped her husband lightly on the shoulder. Even so, the faces of the Persian cats, deeply depressed and equally concaved, still lingering from his mind's eyes. Ethan held up his hands in a Jesus Christ. conciliatory? Conciliatory? Like concealing? Like conciliatory gesture? I'm guessing that. Is this our dinner? I don't know. I don't know. Mighty fine though, lady. You knew it wasn't over yet. Hope is not the one to give in this easy. She never was. And for him, there was something incredibly appealing about it. Come to think of it, quite possible it'll be him who capitulates in the end. Oh my god, I can't read. In a relationship, you always have to sacrifice something. In 4.5 years, or even 5, according to Hope, he had learned this quite well. Suddenly Hope frowned, looking at the screen. Okay. Okay. Let me see. I hope I got a new project. The Middle Ages are fine and all, but they are about to start pouring out of my ears. Ethan reached for his laptop, but Hope grabbed it and dodged him. Oh, yes. Well, such are the benefits of freelance. Come on, give it back. Hope giggled and leaned over the armrest hanging over the floor. Hope's defenses withstood several more attacks. Each time, Ethan thought the laptop would definitely hit the floor. Then she gave Ethan a peck on the cheek and slid off the couch. The laptop returned to its owner. This is sweet. I mean, wait, she's not gonna say this part? I'm sorry, that's so mean. Yeah, a hilarious one. Ha! But there was nothing wrong about the Middle Ages in the letter. Not a mention about the payment, too. Ethan had read it several times. Leaving the formalities aside, there was but one question in the letter. Ethan, or rather, the part of him that was responsible for finding the accurate answers, got immediately engaged by the wording. Gremlin sounds, this is your mating call?
No. I'll show you my mating card though. It's special. Not now though.
What is Selene? Ethan rolled that question around in his mouth, as if tasting it. At a glance, the answer was simple. Ethan's real passion was early Renaissance, but he was a history consultant after all. At least, he liked to think of himself that way. The agency was paying him for a reason. He needed no research to tell that Selene was the goddess of the moon, in the ancient Greece. The question, however, seemed to be way more intricate in its nature. Or at least, that's what Ethan wanted to think. Because the Middle Ages were actually about to start pouring out of his ears. He was always diving into his work completely, and living an age where madness, curse, and death are contagious is a exhausting trial. He needed some distraction. I said that, bro. I called it. Yeah, you did. The question, however, seemed to be way more interesting. Oh, wait, I'm just reading from the top. Fuck me. Of course. He had a part-time job with these online courses, but the platform where he lectured wasn't planning anything new just yet. All in all, the requests looked interesting, if not for one small matter. Yes, loading brain. The payment, or rather, the lack therefore, or thereof. Ethan hesitated. The sender's name seemed familiar. He searched the email address and found out they already worked together on a couple of texts. Both times his efforts were duly paid for by the agency. Ethan never worked for free. It wasn't his principle, but rather a matter of necessity. The problem here was the fact that Ethan loved what he was doing too. Too much. Too much, man. And if you are trying to make money from what you love, that's a slippery slope. A free service there, an unpaid consultation here, and then you go back to splitting the sheet projectors 8 hours a day, watching your dreams rust away. Besides, Ethan didn't want to let Hope down. Of course, she supported him when he decided to go freelance, but Ethan never wanted to take advantage of that. No, that won't do. He works only under contract and does not give free consultations. Just as he was about to give that as a response, Hope's fair head popped from the behind the door. Oh shit. No. Yes. Yes, darling. Yes, honey. On the walk, Hope brought up the cat thing a few more times. Ethan protested absently, his thoughts back on the letter again and again to that question. The more he thought about it, the more he wanted to find the answer. It was no longer a matter of helping an acquaintance whose name Ethan immediately forgot. No. It was Ethan himself who needed to help. He needed a little help with distraction and an answer. Honey, I'm coming! That was a weird thing to do. Yes, it was. Yeah. The game already knows. But Ethan waited until Hope was fast asleep. Only did he sneak over to his laptop to write a response. Fucking stupid. Certainly, he had no real answers as of yet. He threw in a few dozen polite words, the general meaning of which was he had taken up the case. Then he clicked send. When Ethan returned to bed, Hope was still breathing slow and deep. He listened to her breath for a while, trying not to think that he had broken his own rule. After all, he really needed a distraction. No matter the strength of your affection, sooner or later, you will want to take a break. It was another thing he had learned over the past 4.5 years. If Ethan had to point out the things, or when things started to be off, he would say that it was on Saturday. That is, about a week before the first letter. But this, of course, wouldn't be accurate. Those weird things started happening almost immediately after he pressed the send button. The first night, he saw a room in his dreams. Ooh. Whoa. Okay, guy. Whoa, it's a couch. It's the casting couch. Oh, fuck. Is Epstein around the corner? We're fucked, kids. A chipped white ceiling and similarly rough walls lit with fluorescent lamps. Ethan couldn't see the lamps themselves, but he recognized the cold, shimmering light. They often used those lamps in the offices. The light filled the room to the brim. Ethan thought it was about to burst, And then the light would splash all over the room, just like the juice from the squashed tomato. Ooh. This is why we leave the lights off. Apart from the walls and the light, the room had a red sofa. The sofa stood just a bit aside from the center. Not too large, quite faded, flooded with shimmering white light. This is why we need a warmer toned lights. Yeah, for real, right? Fluorescent lights, that's why they stopped using that. This light made the sofa seem to be trembling a little. The room trembled with it. This is certainly interesting. Suddenly, Ethan thought it would be way better if the sofa was standing right in the middle. Then he felt something on his temple. A touch. He had to flinch, scream, stumble to the side, yet he couldn't. He was paralyzed. Only his eyes could move, and they desperately tried to reach beyond his field of vision, where something was touching his temple. Ethan felt a faint flow of air, as if someone was whispering in his ears. He did hear the whisper. Just one word. Ethan no longer remembered what the word was when he jumped up in his bed, gasping for air. Hope muttered something in her sleep and turned to the other side. Hey, how's it go? How's it going, killer? Killer to you. Welcome in. This is weird. Okay, it took a long time to get back to sleep, but by morning, Ethan did pass out. And when he woke up, the dream wiped out of his mind pretty quick. I gotta take a drink of water, holy crap.
Start getting.
Bitch, it ain't karaoke yet. Sea shanties next time. Sea shanties next on karaoke. 4 guys, 1 girl, some popcorn. Wait, what the fuck? Okay. The task at hand interested him much more than some muck spilling out of his subconscious. He was thinking about the task while he was chewing on the morning toast, driving to the bank, and all the way back. It was just like a Christmas present, waiting for its time in the closet. The more you tell yourself you shouldn't think about it, the more you do. Faster, like crazy. You guys are crazy. At home, Ethan tried to stick to his plan, working on the project he was paid for, but ended up sitting over a single report of several hours. Jesus Christ. He couldn't squeeze out a letter. To hell with it. After all, he was almost done with his current project. It wouldn't be much of a problem if he presented the result a bit later on, would it? Besides, it was really time for him to get a breather. One can't be spending too much time in the world where madness, curse, and death are contagious. To hell with it. Ethan thought as he closed the files on the project he was paid for. Wait, what? Oh my gosh, I read that in like a totally different, that was like, there was plenty of information, but Ethan knew he would not get an answer right away. Bro, yeah, the waifus, man. The accurate answer is just like the precious pearls lay at great depths. He had to go down to the very bottom. Ethan was not afraid. He had done it many times. His counterpart might have to wait a week or so, but Ethan knew he'll manage to crack the riddle. Ooh. Well. That's not scary at all. What he didn't know is what else could be found in those great depths. And it's fuck,
I didn't read it. No.
He started hearing sparse phrases, even though he never turned on the TV or radio, and Hope wasn't even home. When he sat in the front of his screen, once again trying to connect to the dots in his research, he could feel someone looking at the back of his head. When he turned around, of course, there was no one in the room. Whoa! What was that? What was that? I don't like that. That was weird. I don't like that. Oh, wow, that felt weird. Eventually, he taught himself not to turn it around. He just got angry, pushing his fingers in his temple. Wow, familiar feeling appeared again. You didn't see that guy? Fucking Jesus. I don't know. I don't like that shit. He started losing things. Or rather, things would disappear and then appear in the strangest of places. Huh? One day, he found his pencil in the freezer, stuck in a minced meat briquette. Even when the briquette melted down, he couldn't pull the whole pencil out. All Ethan got was a bloody stump. Dude, maybe I am. Oh, fuck. Maybe it's my inner demons. No, it's not my fucking inner demons. No, they're coming to get me. Oh, fucking Lord. We are the real Gremlin. At this point, he could stop and think of it, but got distracted by the coffee maker and mindlessly shoved the stump into the trash bin. Hey, you're outing us. We gotta make it think we're real. There was something wrong with the shadows too. They became sharper, thicker, and deeper. And it was the case in the whole apartment. Sometimes they moved. Of course, Ethan only felt that they were moving. It couldn't have been any other way. Ethan didn't really pay attention to any of this, just like he did with that dream he had. All of that seemed very familiar, as he already experienced similar things during the periods of intense work when his nervous system was exhausted by the workload. There always was a rational explanation: the stress, or those new, much more environmentally friendly light bulbs that Hope had installed around the apartment. Besides, it's so easy to dismiss this sort of things, when we're deeply invested into something. And this question really got Ethan involved. Everything he seemed to get, he get it right. His thought went off. Like he was climbing a rock, but a safe ledge suddenly turned slippery. And the next thing he knew, he's out the bottom again. He never faced anything like that during his previous research. There were times he would spend weeks or months looking for the right answers. Those were the tricky cases. But at least he could always tell how much his research is progressing. Right? So when do we wake him up from his stasis?
Now we stay in stasis.
This time, he was stumbling in his tracks without knowing why, and that was all that he could tell.
I picked it up. Whatever.
The week was over, but he still had nothing to send back to his contact. In his reply, Ethan asked a couple of questions. Not that he was really interested, just as courtesy. And that's how Their surprisingly exciting email conversation started with this. Ethan's contact grew to be something more, something of a friend maybe. He never asked how Ethan's work was progressing. This was the question Ethan asked himself, and the answer was never good for him. These pictures looking creepy as that shit. Look at that. Look at that. Creepy. Of course, he started sleeping badly. Falling asleep was easy, but he woke up many times during the night, sometimes in a cold sweat. Bro needs to get rid of the curse paintings and take his meds for real, right? Ethan could not remember his dreams. That night, he woke up about 3 or 4 times. At first, Ethan was lucky enough to fall asleep almost immediately after he woke up. But at some point, his eyes got open again. This time, the sleep wouldn't come. Ethan felt terribly thirsty. He found no slippers on the usual spot. The noise could wake up Hope, so he decided not to look for them, and only regretted it when approaching the kitchen. The floor was bloody cold. So cold that Ethan unconsciously looked down.
Oh. Oh.
Turns out all this was because she left the AC on. Waifu time, boys and girls. And when he was looking up again, he saw a shadow. No doubt the shadow belonged to a woman. A naked woman. Ethan could clearly see the points of her nipples as the shadow turned around. Oh god, I need to add sexual. I need to edit. Hold up, guys. I need to be a responsible streamer. I need to edit this real quick. I need to just add this so people don't get confused. It's not just violence; it's also sexual theme. Okay. Saved and continue. I'm a good streamer. I'm a good boy. All right. Oh shit! I didn't read it. Fuck. All right. The shadow moved slowly along the wall, floating in a rectangular pool filled with moonlight. I got a couch if you guys want to sit. She was dancing. And the humming silence in Ethan's ear was her music. Ethan was watching her, unable to move. He was paralyzed, just like back in his dreams. A dream. What he did not remember it. Oh, but he did not remember. Jesus Christ, I can't read. Oh my god. I'm getting distracted here, you know? Alright. At the moment, he didn't remember anything at all. Couldn't think about anything at all. What is this? He felt an itch in his eyes, and the momentarily urge to blink. No! Titties!
No! Not the titties! Give me my titties back! Give it back! I want my titties back! Give it back!
Okay. For a fraction of a second, he could only see the thick, viscous darkness, and when he opened his eyes again, there was no shadow anymore. The glowing rectangle shifted its place, and now lay the kitchen floor at Ethan's feet. He could see the cold white light flowing into the seams between the tiles on the floor. For some reason, he took a deep breath, and then stepped forward into the rectangle of light. For the Emperor! Well, I mean, it's just as a fate, baby, even though they're probably chaste and whatnot. Nothing happened. And what was supposed to happen? What did he really see? Did he really see anything? He walked deeper into the room, much bolder, grabbed the decanter and started to drink in big, greedy sips. Water streamed down his chin and chest, hitting the tiles on the floor, and covering and poured into the grooves of the seams. No, that wasn't a delusion. The kitchen was completely empty and the floor felt warm again. And yet, it wasn't a delusion. Ooh, I don't know. It seems like we're pretty fucking delusional. And all of this was begging for a rational explanation. That's why Ethan decided he should talk to Hope in the morning. Something changed. Wait, what's this? Wait, what are these things? Hold up, can we... Wait! Am I... Oh. What's happening? Whoa! Devil is made of clay and tomato soup, just like any human being. What? Do I click this? Interview with the devil. It's getting late, and then I come. It's...
And then I come. It's getting late, and then I come. She serves tomato soup.
She used to serve other things, but now, not anymore. I'm the tomato soup. They both eat tomato soup. That's how I get in.
What is happening here, guys? Gee. Yep, this is porn. What is... Dude, what the f is this? Oh, you can just watch different things. Okay, so how do we get out? How do we go back? Oh, this is how we go back. Okay. Something changed. What's this? May 3rd. Mom is acting funny. And smells funny too. Well, that's not very nice. It's not very nice. She says she loves me all the time, but I'm a little bit... Then she's like that. October 8. I got an F for the essay. Mom will be mad. The bus driver said it was good and I should keep writing. He's nice, but I'd rather have a B anyway. Hope Mom isn't too... Did you give anyone the apartment keys? You know, by any chance?
Huh? What?
Hope froze. Oops. Oh, we gotta drink water. Dry throat. Holy crap, we're going almost at an hour and a half. Wow. Hope froze with the cup at her lips and blinked several times. Maybe you let someone in? I feel like someone is visiting our place. Exactly what I said. It's been a while since I started noticing random things vanish, and yesterday Hope frowned. She looked at Ethan as if a toad had just popped out of his mouth. Ooh. Oh, shit. Alright, do we just say it straight? Do we just... I mean, she's our girlfriend. She's our girlfriend. She's our lovely lady. Do we just go straight up with it? Or should we kind of do a little dance, and maybe the truth is a little, you know? What do you think? I think she already caught us in the lie, so it's like, might as well come clean, right? You want to do chat real smooth? You want? Sure. Be truthful. Yeah, I think we have to because. Yeah. I saw someone in our kitchen last night. Some girl. The deep line in Hope's forehead disappeared. She leaned back in her chair and laughed, throwing her head back.
なんだそのことね実はあなたのカップケーキをこっそりもらっちゃったの
You did what? What? She stole my motherfucking cupcakes? Bitch.
最近全然会えてなかったから甘いお菓子が夜のお楽しみって感じでね
Oh.
っていうかあのカップ
No. Oh my god. Oh god, you guys are crucifying her.
でした
Oh, gee whiz. Oh.
冷蔵庫に
It was lying around for 3 days. Yeah, you know what? Fair enough. If I have it for 3 days, you can eat that shit. You should. Jeez. Hope glanced at Ethan, expecting him to start laughing too. Yet, he still looked very serious. She noticed for the first time that the whites of his eyes were pinkish and full of broken capillaries. Her smile slowly faded. Come on, maybe you've left the keys unattended somewhere?
オフィスにいるときはいつも適当なところに鍵を置きっぱなしにしてたけど盗むような人
Nah,
はいな
man,
いと
she
思う
didn't steal a cupcake. She being sus.
でも確かにたくさんいたかもしれないわね毎月持っている破産するリスクのバランスを取るだろ
She's so sweet. You sure none of your colleagues would play a joke on us?
騙すちょっと一体どうしちゃったのよイーさん
That might do that, lady. Better watch yourself.
そして信じて
Hope pulled her chair closer to Ethan and took his hand.
ね仕事が終わったら休んで
Hmm.
気がおかしくなるのは
Oh,
好きで十分よ
she's too cute.
いいわね
Yeah, I promise. Ethan suddenly felt like a total idiot. A tired, total idiot. A naked girl in their kitchen? Yeah, sure. He probably overworked to the point he started becoming delirious at times. Maybe he even walked into sleep. He squeezed Hope's fingers lightly. I promise. Sorry, I'm a moron. I probably stopped seeing the differences between dream and reality.
ローラに電話したらどう
No, a shrink is the last thing I need right now. Wait. You don't love me like I love you. Wait, you don't love me like I love you. Wait. That's so, dude, oh god, that's so dumb. It's so dumb, but it's also like, I can understand, I guess, if it sounds fun. Okay, my bad, sure. But that'd be just too cruel. What I need is to finish that project. After that, I'll have the gears in my hand and we'll fall into place. I give you my word. Yeah. Good job,
こ
Ethan.
と言わないで
Oh.
本格的な治療はいらないと思うけど
Damn, she's so understanding.
本当に相談したら
Oh, my heart.
少しは楽になるかもしれないじゃない
At least I shouldn't have pressed you on it. I get that you have enough problems on your own right now. How's it going in your new position? Hope rested her head on his shoulder and shrugged.
まだクビになってないわよまだ慣れてもいないけどね 新しい仕事は面白いけど本来求められてるよりずっと遅く働いてるような気がするの
It's gonna make me cry.
だから月末には残業が多くなるかも
Ethan kissed her forehead, closed his eyes and squeezed the bridge of his nose. Well, I'm not ahead of the department as of yet, but I seem to have the same stuff on my plate. Just how do you manage not to pester me with stupid questions?
夜にはカップケーキを
Oh, she's so cute. That's the
兄さんもそうしたら
You should give it a try. That's great. That's great. Hope poked Ethan's cheek a couple of times with her finger.
とにかく心配しないで
Mm.
鍵を誰にも渡したりしないから
Mm.
まあずっと二人でやってきたからもしかしたら
A cat? What cat? Hope sighed and pulled away. Ooh. Let's eat cupcakes at night together, Hope. Oh. Why is she stealing cupcakes naked at night? I don't think it's her though, that's the whole point. Hope sighed and pulled away.
とにかく働きすぎたり考えすぎたりしないでね少なくとも私にはいつでも何でも話して心配しないで猫はいないわ
Hope. We talked this over already.
どういう意味何かまずいことでも言ったかしら
Ooh. Ooh. Damn it. Hope. This was my apartment and I...
今から一人でしょ
Oh! Yo! Oh, damn. Ethan, you fucking idiot. She has to go to the office. She stopped at the door, not turning around.
あの猫かわいそうだった
No, why the fuck you making such a big deal out of this, dude?
あんなに痩せてたし
Oh my god. Ethan, you're a dick!
私もかわいそうだ寂しいな
No! Don't... What the fuck?
本当に寂しい
No! Hope! Oh. No! This time, Ethan felt like an angry idiot. He got up from the table and reached for Hope. Hope,
いいよ泣きそうだからもう本当に時間がないから行かなきゃ後でね
Oh, see you tonight. See you tonight. He didn't know what else to say. So, he had followed Hope into the hall like a silent shadow. He thought the right words would come to him. But the entrance door closed, and he remained silent. Ethan sighed. He regretted his decision to talk about the night episode. He regretted how the talk turned out. He felt sorry for himself and for Hope. After all, he really didn't spend enough time with her. At first, because of the agency project. Now, because of the question to which she still could not find the answer. It was time to end this. He is going to make some coffee. Then he'll open the laptop and write up some answer. It won't be an accurate one, but it's really time to finish that work marathon. After all, he doesn't even get paid for this time. Ethan nodded to the closed door and turned around, ready to execute the plan. That's when he saw her. Just for a split second, but damn it, he saw her. A black-haired girl flashed in the doorway of one of the rooms. Not even flashed, but drifted. Like, Ethan's mouth went dry. Like a vampire, dude. Oh my god, Chancer. That's what I was thinking. I don't know what y'all are thinking. Shit. Shadow. Of course, there was no one in the room. This has gone too far. Ethan had gone too far, but he couldn't turn back, even though he was going to. He didn't even make any coffee. He wanted to get rid of that question, get a good night's sleep, and forget about the whole thing. Forget about the shadow that danced in his kitchen. Forget about the pale silhouette that wandered through his apartment. Forget that this very moment someone is looking at the back of his head, and that look makes his skin feel as cold as the kitchen floor last night, and the hairs, one by one, stand on end. I don't like this. Ethan clenched his teeth. Not with anger, but with some new emotion he couldn't name. The blood hummed in his ears, louder and louder. It will be all over if he writes the letter. It will be over. He opened his laptop, his hands shaking a little, and was putting his fingers over the keyboard when his cell phone rang. Ethan flinched. He stared blankly for a few seconds as the vibrating rectangle of glass and plastic crawled across the table. Don't. Do not answer. Don't do it. Suddenly, he grabbed the phone and pushed the accept button. Ethan himself didn't even know how that happened. He just did it. That's all. The phone pressed tight against his ear. He waited for a hoarse, gurgling voice to call his name and tell him to look behind. Or what is supposed to happen in cases like this?
イーさ
Hope?
ん、私以外誰がいるのよ。ごめんね。今すごく不安でバカなこと言っちゃうかも。
No. Yeah, I'm uneasy too. That was completely true.
今邪魔しちゃってるよね。
You are, and I'm really happy about it. Go on, please.
よかった。朝ごはんの時ごめんね。
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm being awful.
私たち疲れてるからもう喧嘩はしないようにしよう。
Great idea.
今夜どこか行く？買い物とか。どう？部屋にじっとしていると変になっちゃうわ。
Oh, so that's what's driving me nuts. Should go out for a zucchini more often.
行くってことね。
Okay, well, we're going to buy all the zucchini tonight. Hope laughed. Ethan suddenly realized that the blood wasn't buzzing in his ears. No one was looking at the back of his head, and if he turned around, he would only see Hope's socks that she left on the chair again. Oh, the socks! Hope. I love you.
私も。じゃあ夜にね。
After finishing the call, he turned around. The socks were resting peacefully on the chair, which meant everything was okay. He went back to the mail and only then noticed several new letters. 2 of them were from his counterpart. Ethan hesitated. He had already decided his course of action concerning the question, so there was no harm in taking a look. So he won't feel any guilt. After all, he had already done far more than he should have. Of course, he is a lifesaver for those wanting to sell books mentioning historical accuracy. but having no intention to pay for it properly. And so what? He doesn't have to do a perfect job for free. Hell, he doesn't even work for free. That's what Ethan thought. Then he opened the 2 letters he got and changed his highly reasonable decision. His counterpart was asking how soon he would get an answer. So, this happened. After all, the tone was very polite and apologetic. He wasn't expecting anything, but he really needed the help of someone competent. According to the emails, he wasn't doing very well. The poor man had been suffering from insomnia for an insane amount of time, and it seems that he, too, began imagining things. It was as if Ethan saw himself from the outside. He suddenly felt very sorry for his acquaintance. Of course, he had begun to feel sorry for him earlier, but now Ethan felt a sharp, bitter pity. He realized that if he helps his acquaintance, he will help himself. But if he steps back now, what is the value of a specialist who is afraid of a little challenge? As Hope said, the career ladder is made of thorn. Of course, he no longer worked in an office, but professional growth requires twice as much effort if you're self-employed. And besides, Ethan and Hope had hope. Hope, who never gives in so easily and forgets her socks on the chair. Hope, who loves him very much. Hope, who will go to the store with him tonight because being cooped up like that can drive one crazy. This must be what is happening to his acquaintance right now. Ethan had to help him. Not because of money, but because he could. And because it was the right thing to do. They finish both of their projects, and then they'll have a good rest. They might even go out for a glass of beer together. So Ethan thought, and got back to the question with the newfound strength. The pages of the book did not rustle in the far corner of the room. The shadows weren't wandering in the corridor, and certainly no one looked at the back of his head until evening. And in the evening, Hope came back. Hope looked up from her magazine and leaned over the armrest. Ethan just got back from the shower. He froze in place, clutching the a towel at his waist. Something cold stirred uncomfortably in his stomach. The project. He had completely forgotten about the agency project, and it had been more than 2 weeks. The deadline was very close. He started for the phone, but Hope just waved her hand lazily. What did you tell him? Yeah. Just don't pick up my phone again, okay? Hope shrugged. Yes, I know. When I just started working for them, it was important to let them see I was always in touch. Now that I've passed the probation period, there's no point in piling this on you any longer. Thank you for covering for me. Oh, no, you really shouldn't. This project is complicated. I'd rather deal with it myself. Ethan seemed set rigid. He never considered himself a good liar, but Hope didn't seem to notice anything. She sighed, pretending to be upset, and rolled her eyes.
つまり今私は何の表彰も保証もなしにただ働きの秘書官を解雇されつつあるってことね。資本主義って本当に最悪だわ。
Ethan leaned over, tucked her strand of blonde hair behind her ear, and looked into her eyes. His hand remained on Hope's cheek. Your help is very important to me. Hope's hand went over his. She closed her eyes.
わかってるわ。
I couldn't have done it without you.
それで
I kissed. When Hope pulled away, she looked pleased, a sly smile on her lips. Bad news. Good luck with the fight. For sure. Thanks for stopping by, man. Oh, are we still going to the store?
どうかしら。
They reached for each other again, but the phone gave a shrill ring. After the phone call this morning, Ethan turned the silent mode off. Oh well. My city needs me. Ethan briefly pressed his lips up to her forehead. Hope sighed and slapped his ass. Oh shit! Damn! Attaboy!
まるで神様が私たちにズッキーニを買いなさいと言ってるみたいね。
Nice.
待って、着替えてくる。
Nice. The call was from the agency. They needed more details and dates. Ethan went out into the hallway and tried to make it sound as plausible as he could. Yes, he understands the deadline is very close. No, there were no serious hitches in the work. Yes, he sent everything on time. When the call finally ended, Ethan's neck and face were flushed by this time, he was a lousy liar after all. Ethan had to catch his breath. When he returned to the room, Hope was reaching for his laptop. Oh my god. What are you doing? Hope glanced at him over the shoulder. This time, yeah, go make some food. Thanks for stopping by, Tio. This time, she looked surprised. Nothing. Oh, she's fucking. Go off, girl. Okay. Ethan left a bunch of files and tabs open. They had nothing to do with the agency project, and he didn't want Hope to see them. After all, she did know enough about the project to serve as a sort of secretary. About all the projects, except the one that Ethan shouldn't have taken because it wasn't paid for. Maybe his fears were irrational. Maybe Hope wouldn't blame him. But Ethan felt ashamed, and he didn't want to take chances after what had happened this morning. Fucking hell, Jesus. I have a lot of unsafe files in there. Some important information might get lost. Can I print those coupons myself? Ethan felt the heat rise again in his neck and cheeks. Hope stared at him for a few seconds. Ethan couldn't read the expression on her face, and that creeped him out. He was ready to hear the reproaches. He even agreed with them in his mind. But Hope simply walked away.
わかったわ。メールで送るね。
They spent most of the way to the store in tense silence. A few times Ethan asked something, just to make sure Hope was still talking to him. Hope was, though the answers were dry, and she never even attempted to make a joke. It's not that bad, Ethan told himself. It's not that bad at all. If you repeat it again and again, you can buy a little time. But in the end, the anxiety will prevail. It always does. Ethan's mind quickly figured out the owner was trying to trick it and spat out the chewing gum. At that moment, Ethan had got caught in the avalanche of thoughts he didn't want to deal with. And couldn't in his current state. Something had to be done. To be said. But what? Maybe he should actually do something after all. Ethan imagined touching Hope's finger, and he immediately saw her pulling the hand back, her eyes glistening. How she opens her mouth to ask the question Ethan had no answer to. They'd have to talk. One way or another. Ethan didn't know where to start without burying himself even deeper. When she had thinking about it the whole way, but never came up with anything. The huge supermarket on the next block, the place they had long dubbed the store, was bustling with life, despite the rather late hour. As soon as they entered the large glass doors, the tension began to come off on its own. Oh, wow. The cards were scarce, but Ethan got one in exchange for a coupon. Hope gave him a thumbs up with not bad at all expression on her face. It's so cute. Hope enthusiastically presented a huge, colorful, utterly ludicrous mug, and Ethan immediately agreed that they had to buy it. They tried to find a pair for the mug, but a brooding supermarket employee said it was the last one. They were a little disappointed, but, well, at least that was something. Looking for the mug was the thing that finally did the trick. Now they were huddled together, looking for their favorite treats, and arguing about which breakfast cereals are the best. That's how it was until they reached the meat department. I'll go pick out something before. Jesus Christ, I can't read. I'll go pick something out before it's all cleared. Hope nodded absently. She was stuck at one of those big fridges in the middle of the hall. The meat shelves were half empty, as usual at this hour. Ethan was hoping to find a steak or some minced meat. However, he soon forgot about both. Oh, fuck. There was a girl standing by one of the shelves. Ethan couldn't see her face, only her pale back under her white dress with thin straps, and also her disheveled dark hair. Ethan's cheek was stung with cold, as if his face was lying on the shelf in one of those refrigerated display cases. Ooh! Just between the pork ribs and a lone ribeye, in a black polyester foam tray. Is that her? Ethan took a few uncertain steps forward. Then he backed away, almost knocking over a nice old lady. He couldn't even muster an apology, grabbing the first thing that he had came to hand, and turned around the nearest row of shelves. He tried not to run, because it would have looked too stupid. Ethan explained to himself as he reached the end of the row and peered around the corner. The girl was still picking out meat. Isn't what you're doing now stupid too? For sure, it is. Ethan agreed with himself. The coal no longer burned his cheek. And the girl seemed quite ordinary. Except she was dressed too lightly for the current weather. But that was still not considered a crime in any of the states. Ethan smiled on his own thoughts. Generally speaking, the girl was rather attractive, and her light clothing allowed one to fully appreciate it. Her thin waist passing into a seductive curve of her hips, and beneath the folds of white fabric, one could make out her rounded buttocks. What?
ブロッコリーか芽キャベツってお願いしたんだけど。
Hope stood still with two colorful plastic bags in her hand, looking at Ethan questioningly. He blinked several times, squinting as if he had just stepped out into the bright light from a darkened room. When did he get back to Hope? Why was he holding a bottle of Thousand Island dressing? I don't know. He was a little dizzy.
大丈夫？
Yeah, never mind. I'm sorry, I just lost in thought. Hope tried not to look in the direction Ethan had been focusing on for so long. She really tried, but sometimes trying isn't enough. No matter how much effort you put in. At that moment, the dark-haired girl's light white dress was floating away from the meat shelves. She must have finally made her choice. Oh, for a moment, Ethan thought both colorful plastic bags were about to slap him in the face. But Hope just smiled and tossed the bags into her cart. Ethan heard them crunch loudly as they hit the bottom.
買いましょうか。いろいろあった方が人生楽しいわ。
Okay, I'm feeling bad for Hope. I don't know what's happening, but she's getting like the not so good end of the stick. What is a man without a zucchini? They haven't brought any zucchini. Okay, I think that will be a great place to stop. We will save right there. Right there. Boom. Oh, wow. This is a really, really interesting game. It was just some free game that I found and everything, and I was just like, this seems pretty cool. Might as well check it out, right? But I really do hope everybody had a good time. Thanks for all the chatters that came through. It's, really nice when it's more active. So I do hope to see you guys around more. And till next time. Bye.
Grammy out.